Get that away from me, or get that away from me.
No,
keep your body away from me. Keep your body away from me.
I'll be going down into the gas. We're gonna get caught.
Joey Carbstrong recently released the powerful documentary Pignorant, exposing the pork industry and the RSPCA's involvement with it. We hit the streets of Horsham, the home of the RSPCA, to find out what the public thinks of the animal abuse the RSPCA supports. An anti-vegan troll turned up with a megaphone and started eating raw meat, as well as harassing the protesters. In today's video, I'm going to show you my heated interaction with this troll, as well as an interesting situation with a 16-year-old kid who stood up to the troll and then joined me for an interview after.
Don't listen to Dumb and Dumber over here.
Film these two.
At least I don't trust the American Dietetic Association for my health advice. You trust your grandma who told you to eat your pork chops at the table. That's right, I do trust my grandma, thank you very much. Always trust my grandma. I wouldn't eat anything that my grandma wouldn't recognize as food, sir. So where do you get your nutrition advice from? I get it from nature.
Please don't deal with him if he oversteps, mate.
I get it from my grandmother. I'm a brat. It's his neck. Madam, can you step back? He's pulling his next shit on me, madam. Everyone, thank you, madam. Can you relax? Calm down. Not needed. I don't want to, madam. I don't want to go away. I came here today because I wanted to be here today. Excuse me, madam.
I'm a vegan.
Please step back. Please step back from my personal space.
I'm with you, I agree with you.
I know your diet gives you unstable emotions, irrational anger,
Come on, he's an idiot. He wants this, alright? You know exactly what's going on? Do you want to tell you? We're out here because the RSPCA, they approve gas chambers for pigs. They approve gassing pigs to death, right? Yeah. We were there yesterday. They're over there, by the way. They're at council offices here. That's where the head office is. We went over there yesterday. We protested them and said, hey, you know, get out here and like tell us why you keep doing this. You won't answer our emails. You won't answer our investigations. Why are you approving gas chambers? Like the RSPCA, you know?
Seriously, yeah.
Right, so they didn't do it. So today we came out to do some outreach and talk to people. And this guy's upset about that because he likes, you know, he wants this to continue, you know? Like anti-vegan, I suppose, is what we call him. But today we're not even out to necessarily talk about veganism. We're here to talk about the RSPCA. So, yeah, I think most people are against gas chambers, right? Would you fall in that category? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And this is the documentary he made. It's called Pignorant. This is where he exposes the RSPCA, exposes all of it. Yeah. That's sick, right?
Who's this dude?
This guy, he's against us. He's an anti-vegan.
Right,
he doesn't like vegans. Thinks we're some kind of religion or a cult or evil or something, you know. But this is why he's motivated to come out here and do this. Yeah.
What's he got in his bag? It's quite worrying. Is he going to pull out
a lot of meat and milk, and he's done it about 3 or 4 times over the last week.
Dude, wow. Wow.
So this is the interesting thing. You're not a vegan, right?
No, I'm not.
No, but you're against that, right?
Good man, he's a good man.
I'm not against veganism.
I mean, against him.
Yeah, well.
Closed his mouth.
Well, you tell us then. What are you against him or not?
Hey, I'm just partial, mate. I'm in the middle, mate. I'm definitely against animal cruelty, though.
Against animal cruelty,
absolutely,
yeah, good.
Dude.
That's good then. Yeah, that's good.
Mate.
I think most average people, they may not agree with vegans, but they agree with the idea of being good to animals, right?
Sure. Yeah.
This guy I don't know what he believes about animal cruelty, but he's against people who are trying to encourage people to be good to animals. So we'd assume that he's probably on the side of animal cruelty, I'd say, at this point. Because, you know, a real shame these people exist.
There's no need for the aggression, man, you know? It's like, dude, seriously.
Yeah.
Everyone's here to make a point, right? That's okay, accept it. It's just crazy.
Sure, yeah, exactly. I would hope that you'd check this documentary out.
Yeah, I'm actually, it's actually quite worrying, man. So I'll definitely check it out, dude. Absolutely.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate you check that out. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
it's free to watch if you're on Amazon Prime already, or you can rent it for like £4 or something like that.
Sure, okay, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, you'll learn more about the pork industry specifically, and also, I mean, the RSPCA. I mean, if they're gassing pigs to death, or that's what
Yeah,
they
that's
approve, how
absolutely
can they be
crazy.
trusted on anything?
Yeah, I'm
know?
still finding that hard to believe, so it's worth watching the movie to understand
Yeah.
what that means. Wow.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope you do, man.
No worries, dude. We'll see.
And I hope we see a vegan out of you as well. Anyone who cares about animals and is against animal cruelty,
Yeah.
vegan's definitely the way. But
Yeah, no,
for
bless
sure,
you, man. Fair
but for sure, please do start with this documentary.
Yeah,
and,
I'll check it out. I'll check it out, dude,
Yeah,
for sure, man.
great,
For
man.
sure.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good
Appreciate
day,
it.
guys.
You too,
Bye.
man. See you later. Move if you want.
Different opinion and shove your opinion.
Well, that's rich of you to say, I would think.
Why is that rich?
Why is that rich?
Why have you just come in and done that? There's just no need to do that. You're the only one being hostile. No one else being hostile. They're just sharing their opinions.
to people all humanity.
Well, people have a belief.
Sorry?
If people don't want to eat
I've
that,
hardly been hostile, man. I've been irreverent. I've been sarcastic. Hardly been hostile. Don't want to talk about hostility. Go to Mr. Juice Gear Carbstrong over there. Juice Strong. With his unprovoked aggression and anger. That's pretty hostile.
what's the point going up to them with beef if they don't want to eat it? What's the point?
You don't have to eat it. I'm not forcing anyone to eat anything they don't want to eat.
But if they find it disgusting,
Was you
Well,
beefing
you lot
him?
have been-
Was you beefing him? I don't know.
Are you just like passing by, or?
yeah, no, I'm just passing by.
Do you want to come
I'm
over and
not
have
even
like a
vegan.
normal conversation and not with?
I'm not even vegan. I'm just.
Right.
I think this guy's just an idiot.
I appreciate that, man. I could see that you were standing up for what I believe is right, and I think it is. Imagine if we had some like feminists out here and someone came over saying like women don't deserve rights, stuff like that. It's a similar thing, right?
Exactly. I have huge respect for people who can control themselves to do that. I can't, but
Right.
I'm sure.
right.
I hope I'll be able to have the discipline to do that one day.
Oh man, that's right. It's a big of you,
I
big of
just
you to
don't
say that.
understand.
Yeah.
What's your deal?
Yeah. Just. I wouldn't. Just don't. You're not gonna get anything sensible out of them, mate. So just talk. I'd recommend just talking to me.
I reckon it's just attention, to be honest.
Oh, for sure, man. That's why these guys filming the whole thing. But we're out here today. Just ignore him. We'll talk. Yeah. So we're out here today. You know the RSPCA? Yeah. They're over there in the council offices. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. That's where they're based. Yeah. Come on, let's move over a little bit. Yeah.
So what's wrong with
keep moving.
what's wrong with
Get that away from me. Get that away from me.
No,
Keep your body away from me. Keep your body away from me. Out of my personal space. You've been warned. You come any closer to me, officer, I'm warning him. If he comes close to me, he'll get hit. Okay? Anyway. It's all right, man. I'm just, you got to make sure you don't let him take the piss, So the RSPCA, the council offices are over there, and that's where they're based. What are your thoughts on the RSPCA, first off?
I don't know much about them. I know they're to do with animal welfare. I don't know the ins and outs.
Would you say you're like thinking of them positively at least? Would you say they're like most likely
That's
to be
what we're taught in
good
schools,
people?
that's
Me
what
too,
we're
man.
taught,
Yeah, me
yeah,
too. I grew up watching them on TV. These heroes rescuing animals, right? Now, this sign you might have already seen it. This is true. So the RSPCA approves, gives their stamp of approval to putting pigs in gas chambers and gassing them to death, torturing them to death. They scream their lungs out and it hurts them. That's how they kill pigs in this country. And the RSPCA gives their stamp of approval on it. Does that shock you?
That does.
The RSPCA.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, right? So yesterday we protested them. We told them, hey, this is not on. This is wrong. They responded to us last night and said, we're trying to find something else. But yeah, basically that's all they said. They still approve this. We find that to be just disgusting as a charity against animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprising, right? Shocking. So bearing in mind that this is apparently the best it gets, this is the RSPCA approved.
Yeah.
What do you think that says about the rest of the meat industry?
True. Yeah.
What do you think? Like, can any of it be trusted?
I think that. I think logically, I think you're right. That it must be pretty bad. It must get worse, even worse than that.
Right.
As you go down, yeah.
Yeah. Well, these guys go and check these industries. They go and check, and they say this is fine. So yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. The ones that aren't being checked are probably even worse than this. So knowing that all these RSPCA assured products are most likely nonsense, based on just this one example alone. Well, this is why earlier on you were defending the vegans and you said that potentially one day for you. What stops you from making that change and not putting your trust in these liars?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's hard to break a habit. You're born into. And,
Yeah, man.
Since birth, but I think, there are some like magnanimous people that can just switch on the things. And I'll try one day. I'm sure.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 16.
16. You're switched on for 16, man. I do a lot of talking to people in the street. I meet a lot of 16-year-olds, and I've met a lot that are a bit silly. because, you know, I'm sure you've got mates, you know, a bit silly.
Yeah,
but for you, let me tell you something, mate. For you to come up and stand up to that guy like that, I was incredibly brave.
Thank you.
And everyone here will very much appreciate that. I'm going to tell this story. And we need people like you on the streets, man. We need people like you on the streets fighting for animals, brave people like you. So I really hope that's something you're gonna do. I hope you'd become a vegan. I hope you've got the courage to stand up to someone with a megaphone shouting at people.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got the courage to stand up for animals too, you know?
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
I know I'm right. I can see it. I can see it in you, man. I can see it in you. You got something, man. This is the documentary where the RSPCA was exposed. It's called Pignorant. You're welcome to take a photo of any of this if you want, by the way. It's also here on the bottom if you want to grab a photo of it. So
I
you
remember
can.
it, honestly, I remember.
You sure, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you
It's
very
good
much.
to meet you, mate.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks very much.
What is it?
That's the only one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, no, this is the one that they sent me an email.
Ah, okay. Both the RSPCA and the RSPCA showed care passionately about improving the lives of farm animals, and we welcome input and respectful debate from all voices. We fiercely believe that we should all be working together for animal welfare and are open to ideas that can help us on our journey to move farming into a higher welfare future. Journey, it's nice, isn't it? Journey. We agree more humane alternative to CO2 urgently need to be developed. We continue to urge the UK government to follow the EU's lead to seek a phase-out by prioritising investment in research into a more humane alternative. To protect the well-being of our staff and members of the public sharing our building, we'll not be sending anyone out to meet with the protesters on the street today. So here's the thing, right? If they actually believe the second part, that they need to phase it out, they would stop stamping their approval logo on the products that still use it. Do you understand? That doesn't make any bloody sense. And them not coming out to talk to us, that's just them being absolute cowards. That's all that is.
Just looking out here and seeing all the activists here, thank you for coming to the table here. Okay, I'm glad that you're not standing by and letting others, you know, do the work, because every one of you has something to bring. And you know, I've seen the farmers protest. They had 3,000 farmers there, short notice, 3,000 in short notice, because their livelihood's at stake. They can rally up that many, you know. And we just released a massive documentary, and we've got 50 people coming to these things, which is great. But just imagine when I'm not there and I don't have a documentary, and how they're trying to struggle to get 6 people to events or 5 people, or sometimes I see 1 person out there. Do you know what I mean? It's because it's not us that's the victim. So it's much harder to get people to be angry. Just remind yourself. Remind yourself. They can't even help themselves. They don't even have a way. They don't have a way to escape. They're so vulnerable. They're like little kids. They have no one helping them. And the only movement that we have for these beings, the only movement they have, don't put them as a priority. It's a real deep and utter shame that farmers can whip up 3,000 people, just like that. That animal killers can whip up more people than those who are defending the rights of the animals who are being tortured in gas chambers. So I just want to say thank you to every one of you here, because it's actually not a small thing for you to be here. They have not addressed anything that was said yesterday at all. They have not addressed it. You know, it's just a PR. They are torturing those animals in those gas chambers, and RSPCA are now happy to double down on adorning their logo on that. If they're accepting CO2, a known torture method, scientifically known torture method, what's happening to the other animals in the egg industry, salmon farming? I think we all know. They outright will not put their logos on non-stun halal slaughtered animals because it's against their values. This is non-stun halal slaughter. This is the same thing. This is worse because they suffer for a prolonged period of time. They have heightened terror and agony. If the gold standard is the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, that's a gold standard, and they are failing on their face, the welfare movement has failed the animals. The supermarkets, the lobby groups, the welfare groups, all of them are complicit in these screams, in these torture chambers. All of them are. They are all lying scumbags, each and every one of them. There's only one solution. It's to give animals fundamental rights to actually protect them, to protect them from those who want to make money off of their backs, and to go vegan. Ask anyone if they see the RSPCA logo on a bit of meat, what that tells them, that the animals have been looked after, when no, they struggle to death in their own shit in a gas chamber. You know, disgusting, shameful. Hold them accountable. Share Pignorant with people. Show them what, like all these nonsense fairy tale propaganda labeling. Show that to people. Show them what the RSPCA are doing. Everything that every other activist does, you have the power to do that. Just find what you're good at, and then don't let the fear hold you back, and just go for it. And start. Just start.
I'll be going down into the gas. We're gonna get called.